Right now, there is a predator lying somewhere in your house. It has jaws that can crack bone, the eyes of a hunter, and enough strength to do real damage to you anytime it decided to. It never will, not once, not on its worst day. And the reason why is one of the strangest, most beautiful things in all of nature. It's also something scientists still can't fully explain. The animal at your feet isn't a soft little pet that happened to turn out gentle. It's an apex predator, and somewhere in the last 40,000 years, it made a choice. It chose us. It chose you. By the end of this video, you're going to look over at your dog and see something you walked past 1,000 times. We dress it in a little raincoat. We give it a silly name like Biscuit. We buy it a birthday cake. So it's easy to forget what it actually is. Your dog is built from a wolf's blueprint. The jaws on a big dog can bite down with a few 100 pounds of force, enough to snap bone like a dry twig. That soft mouth that takes a treat off your finger so gently, it is choosing to be gentle every single time. The instincts are still there. Watch a dog lock onto a squirrel and freeze, and you're watching the inner hunter awakening. There's a reason why dogs like squeaky toys, because it activates their hunting drive. At night, you sleep soundly a few feet away from it. What if, in the darkness, you open your eyes and you see him standing and watching you, and suddenly it attacks you by the throat? Maybe the reason why it hasn't attacked you yet is because dogs don't have night vision like cats, and it cannot find you in the night. Or maybe every time it has tried to go for your neck, you moved position and it missed. Thankfully, I am here to tell you that your dog has never tried. But why? The story most of us picture is a caveman grabbing a wolf pup and taming it, but that's almost certainly not how it went. The wolves, in a way, tamed themselves. Picture the edge of a camp, 40,000 years ago. There's a fire and there's scraps. Most wolves are too fearful to come near people, but the ones that were on the edge of death had to make a choice: try to get food from the people or die in the freezing winter. The ones that survive the winters are the ones that carry on the information. They have pups, and they teach their pups how to hunt. They also teach them that sometimes you get food from the people. With each generation, they would get closer and closer to humans. A researcher from Russia took wild silver foxes. He wanted to see if a wild animal that's a close descendant to the dog can be tamed. The ones that became more friendly in his captivity, they were the ones that he bred, and with each generation, the new babies were friendlier. There wasn't only change in behavior, but also in their physical appearance. Some of them had floppy ears, some of them had patches of white in the fur. Their tails became curled, and they started wagging their tails just like a dog. They would actively seek out people and whine for attention. The research was done to prove how a wild animal could be tamed. But that's not the only thing that resulted in the evolution of dogs. A tamed animal means it tolerates you, but today's dogs don't just tolerate people. Some dogs naturally have a higher tolerance than others. That's why families with small children are often advised to choose breeds known for being more patient and forgiving, like Labradors, rather than dogs such as Akitas. And even just by looking at them, an Akita looks much more like a wolf than a Labrador does. But what about a Chihuahua? How can such a small dog have no tolerance?
Oh yeah, you.
It looks more like a rat than a wolf. That's another discussion that we will not get into right now. Here's a simple test that scientists did. If you hide food under one of two cups and you just point at the right one, a dog follows your finger. Chimpanzees, our closest relatives in the entire animal kingdom, are bad at this. They don't get that your point means something. A wolf raised by humans struggles with it too, But a puppy that can barely walk understands you're trying to help it. It reads your intention. Your dog is wired to watch your face, your hands, your eyes, and pull meaning out of them. It studies you like its life depends on it. When you look into your dog's eyes and your dog looks back, something happens inside both of you at the same time. Both of your brains release a hormone called oxytocin. It's the bonding chemical. It's the exact same one that floods a new mother and her baby when they lock eyes for the first time. Your dog stares at you, and your body responds like a parent looking at a child. And then your dog's oxytocin rises too. Wolves that are raised in a house, same as a dog, do not behave the same. Raising a wolf from a pup does not magically activate its brain to release oxytocin. We have known dogs as our friends for centuries, and it's hard to look at them as an apex predator that used to be our enemy. We can explain the tameness, we can explain the science of the bond. But how come no other large predator has ever done this with us? Not bears, not big cats, not wolves that stayed wild. We've tamed animals for meat and muscle, but we didn't invite them into bed. A dog will run into a burning building for a person. It'll sit by a grave for years. It'll spend its one short life orbiting yours, asking for almost nothing back. So tonight, when it wanders over and drops its head in your lap, look at it for a second longer than you normally would. Those are a hunter's jaws resting against your hand. That's a predator that could do anything, choosing again to be gentle with you. We should be grateful we get to experience the love of our furry babies. Thank you for watching this far, and if you found this video interesting, you will definitely like the video shown on the screen.